Are you ready for a VidCon vlog? Let's go. So if you don't know about VidCon, it's basically an annual convention for people who like online videos. So YouTube, used to be Vine as well, there's Snapchat, Instagram stories, whatever. People who like producing video content and posting it online. It's huge, it's held in Anaheim, just out of LA, and there's like 25,000 people attended this year, I think. So it's pretty big. And this was my second year of being a featured creator, which means that I'm speaking on panels and, you know, appearing in VidCon content that's on the schedule. This year I hosted a workshop about branding and I moderated a panel about making DIY videos. When you're a featured creator at VidCon, they give you a full access pass, which is like a free, you know, backstage access to a friend, or like an assistant or a manager, I guess, if you're an important person like that. But I took along my friend Luthia, and we headed over to Anaheim on Wednesday, and after we checked in, of course, the first thing I did was go through the gift bag. Okay, we've just checked in. This is our room for VidCon. Pretty exciting, right, Lou?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go through my bag of
Just in the background.
stuff. What we got? Okay. Apparently there's a Roku streaming stick.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Ooh, this is a nice looking notebook. And it's got dotted paper, which is the kind that I like. I don't know what this does, but it looks exciting. An Amazon Echo Dot.
Ooh.
I've heard of Alexa, like
Yeah.
the thing. But I don't know if this is that or
Maybe like a simpler
simpler version. Who knows?
Just like a speaker.
That's cool, let's try it out. And, ooh, some bright pink wireless headphones. Thank you, VidCon. There was a party on that night, but VidCon itself didn't actually start until the next day, and so I guess that's where the vlog properly starts too. Welcome to the 2017 VidCon vlog. I'm here with Ariel. Hey! And Lou.
Hi.
And Ariel and I are about to kick off VidCon by filming a collab video.
They have to see our amazing setup.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So we've got the suitcase on the window ledge with the tripod on top.
And a file folder.
Yeah, just, I don't know if that's helping anything.
I just felt better about it being there.
We're gonna, yeah, do the classic VidCon hotel room filming times. Because we've never filmed together, have we?
No, we haven't.
Yeah. So we're finally doing it at VidCon.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, this VidCon is gonna be a bit different for me because I'm gonna not stress about going to panels too much.
Change the priorities, huh?
Yeah, change the priorities, like hanging out with people, and I've got a bunch of other stuff planned like in my schedule that I'm going to. So you'll see all that, and let's start the week. Okay, we didn't know it yet, but here's where we met the true stars of VidCon 2017. Frickin' fidget spinners. Seriously, these things are everywhere.
I don't really get it. Oh, really?
Oh, I'm having so much fun, Charlie. Oh my life.
So I finished filming with Ariel and now I'm just going through my presentation. I'm feeling really nervous now because I looked at the schedule and saw that 342 people have like added it to their schedule, meaning like they've selected it as something they're interested in coming. It doesn't mean that they're all going to come to it, but there is the possibility. And so now I'm terrified because I definitely do not have 300 worksheets. I only bought like 100 or something with me. Oh well, it'll be a first in, first served situation, I think. I had to go through my presentation and update the screenshots because YouTube changed like the channel layout, and so it was going to be very obvious that all my screenshots were old, and so I've gone through and taken new ones. Some of the examples I had changed, so I had to find some new ones. Yeah, I've not really practiced or like gone through this presentation much, to be honest. I'm just gonna wing it. I've got the slides, I'm just gonna talk and go from the gut. Because I think that it'll just stress me out more if I stay here and like practice a lot, you know? I feel like I know it because I've done it before, and I mean, I definitely know the content that's in it. Talked about that a bunch. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's like 10 to 12, and because the hotel this year is not actually on VidCon campus, like it's way down the road, which is like better for security obviously, but yeah, it does mean that don't feel like I've been to VidCon yet. I've just been to a lounge and to my hotel room. So I'm gonna go head over to the convention center and get the lay of the land and have some lunch over there.
En el backstage y tenemos un taco bowl.
There was a packed room for my branding workshop. I was quite surprised, and it was a big room too, much bigger than the room I presented in at VidCon Europe. Like there must have been well over 100 people there. I don't know, I'm not very good at like estimating crowd size, but that's my guess. Anyway, the workshop went well. I probably should have prepared more and practiced more just so I felt more confident up on stage, but I don't know, people said I did good. Maybe they were just being nice, who knows. I do think that the workshop is much better suited to a smaller group of people. There is one point in the workshop where I hand out a worksheet and get people to talk to the person next to them about their channel and like the impressions that their current branding is giving. And with that many people in a room all talking at once, it was real hard to get them to stop and listen to me again afterwards. So, lesson learned, probably won't do that again for such a big group. I don't know, I just felt like I connected with people more at the VidCon Europe one as well, because it was a smaller room, so I could like be wandering around the aisle handing the microphone to people to ask questions, and I don't know, it just felt more connected, and I felt like I got through to people more there than I did this one. Overall, I am definitely pleased with how it went though, and I'm thinking I might do like a short video version to put on YouTube, because I've had a few people ask about that and I think it might be a useful resource, not just for YouTube but for all like personal branding, so stay tuned for that I guess in the future. After the workshop, Lou, Ariel, Greg and I went and checked out the hospitality suites, which is basically where brands sponsor a room in the hotel and they make it like a lounge, or like they give snacks and drinks and things. Most of the time they give you free stuff or have like cool places to take photos. I don't know, it was fun. Okay, we're in the Calvin Klein. Check out that wall. Oh, you can't even see it, it's too bright. So what they're doing here is that they're giving away denim jackets, and you can get stuff embroidered on them. It's amazing. So cool. It's really phenomenal. So we're getting a denim jacket. I'm getting a quote on mine, which I'll show you later when I get it. I'm getting daisies on mine. Cute, very cute. And now we're at the stand where you can get like underwear with stuff embroidered on it. So that's the next thing we're doing.
Oh, life ain't a ding dong. If I could take you up in boom boom boom, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. Ain't a ding dong. Plans would come true. Ain't a ding dong. Spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Yeah. Ain't a ding dong, lang lang lang. Boom boom. Take you up in boom 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 boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Okay, now I'm going to actually do a bit of work, I think, because I need to get some presentation stuff done for the ConvertKit conference that's happening this weekend as well. And then it is party time.
I do yes, adore you all of the time. I like to I like to I like to love you every day.
What do we say in a vlog?
Say whatever you want.
Hello. I'm Chase. It's Charlie. You know that because you follow me.
It's on my channel.
Yeah. Wow.
Great content.
Good content.
I like to love you, love you. I like to love you, love you. I like to love you night and day, if I may.
So, it is VidCon day 2. I started off my day with a round table that the ICG, the Internet Creators Guild, had set up. It was amazing. There was like 3 science YouTubers on it. Lindsay Rowe, who is like a sex education YouTuber. There was Mikey, who's a filmmaker, and then Amy Tan, who's like craft scrapbooking YouTuber who moderated the DIY panel last year, and she's going to be on the panel that I'm moderating this year. It was a really great discussion about diversifying our income and like growth and how we handle, you know, opportunities that come our way. It was an amazing discussion. I love that they put it together, because there was people in that room who had like millions, multiple millions of subscribers, and there was 3 of us who had channels like they were much smaller, between like 40 and 60,000. So that was cool that they facilitated those opportunities to meet. And yeah, I'm gonna follow up with people afterwards. got some good ideas of things that I want to try from it that I'll talk to you about later. Right now though, I am rushing to the Annabella Hotel, which is where I went to the Adobe party last night, because I have a meeting with Apple. And they said they're going to make me sign an NDA, so I don't know how much I can actually tell you about it. But we'll see afterwards. Update, it was pretty much just a chat, no secret projects or anything like that, but still, it was pretty cool to meet the team. And after that meeting, I headed back to the convention center to see some friends. And we met last year at VidCon when you said that you were just about to start design school, right? Yeah. This is my first design school. How's it going? Yeah? Really cool. We'll talk about that off camera maybe some more. But look at what she's done. I cannot believe it. This amazing drawing. How long did this take you? Like 3 minutes. Whoa! You got some talent. Yeah. Whoa! That's so cool. How was the experience? By the way, I did eventually pick up my jacket from Calvin Klein. I got the logo of my little clothing brand, L&K, on the front there, and a quote from Paper Towns, a book by John Green, on the back that I really like. So on Friday night, they close down the convention center and they kick all of the attendees out, and they host a special party event, I guess, in the expo hall for the feature creators and VIPs, invited people, to be able to check out all the booths and the brands and companies in there without it being overrun by fans, because a lot of the bigger YouTubers just physically can't walk around that floor during the day because they'd like create mobs because they're so like famous with teenagers. So yeah, this was a cool event. We got to check out all the booths and do some pretty fun stuff. Method of data collection.
Yes.
Yes.
Australia.
No.
Oh, it's in New Zealand? New Zealand.
Oh, that's so much better. Don't tell your fans.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Is it recording?
Do you want to see yourself? You can put up the screen.
I don't need to. I know what I look like.
What's going on?
You know.
Okay.
You want to see my donut?
You know what's in the box? Drop it in. Just smush your whole donut. A really fun night at the expo party. What do you think, Lou?
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, we hung out with Ariel and Greg. Of course, they're like the co-stars of this vlog, I feel. And also Katie hung around with us. Saw Asante and saw Sam and Taha as well. I don't know, it was cool, lots of people. Very exciting though is that I saw John Green and got to take a photo of him wearing my jacket. Wait, not him wearing my jacket, me wearing my jacket, standing next to him. Tonight, there is some more parties on, but we're not going to go to them. I'm gonna plan my questions for tomorrow because that's something I definitely should have done like months ago. And I've got to do some editing and some work stuff as well. And yeah, then 2 PM tomorrow is the DIY panel. In the morning though, I'm gonna go and see Ariel's panel. So I will see you again then. Okay, we've made it to the last day of VidCon, VidCon day 3. I feel like the vlog has been a bit crazy so far, so I don't know. But I've been loving it. This has been the best VidCon I've been to so far, I think because I've not been stressing about going to panels and things. Oh, we're walking into darkness. I'm backstage right now, as you can see. Just grabbed myself a fruit cup from the cafe back here, and now I'm heading to the booktube panel to support Ariel. Ariel just finished a panel.
I did it! Panel
really
number
good.
1. Oh,
How did you feel it went?
I thought it was really fun.
Yeah,
I thought it was
that's good.
interesting. This is my 3rd time doing a booktube panel at VidCon.
Okay.
And a seasoned veteran now. And I thought it was really an interesting take. Jesse, who moderated it, decided to do a lot of questions more focusing on booktube as creators. Like
Yeah, I like
us
that.
just being creators.
Yeah.
And it was really refreshing because it wasn't just like, what's your favorite book?
Yeah, you weren't answering the same question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we've answered a million times.
That's what I'm trying to do for the DIY panel.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that
I also was really impressed with the audience questions.
Oh good. Yeah.
They were really
Yeah.
good questions.
They were all good
Which
questions.
it can be scary because they can just like, I've seen before on panels where people like go up and tell their life story
Yes.
and then ask a question that no one wants to answer.
Yeah, or it's like a total curveball.
Yeah,
Nothing
and it's
actually
like,
to do with the
what?
topic. Yeah.
Do you know what? It's hilarious to watch this clip now because at the end of the panel that I hosted later on in the day, there was a guy who stood up when there was 7 seconds left on the timer in front of me, and I asked him for a quick question, and he did this whole spiel about fire safety and how he works in like with burn victims. Obviously it was all super important stuff, but I was like, oh, this is not the thing to like come up at the end of a panel when we've got 7 seconds left. Like there's far too much that we could like dissect as part of this. But anyway, hilarious foreshadowing here.
Lunch today is stir fry. I don't think I explained yet, but when you are a feature creator, they give you this card that has like money on it to spend at the backstage cafe over here, which is very handy. So Lou and I have just been getting lunch here every day, haven't we? Yeah. It's good and it's free.
I loved moderating the DIY panel. Honestly, I was quite surprised at how much I enjoyed it. I thought I'd just find it nerve-wracking and, you know, be stressful and not all that enjoyable, but I loved it. From going to other panels, mostly last year, because obviously I didn't go to many this year, but I had learned what I felt was a good question to like create a good discussion, and what are like the boring things that everyone always asks, and so, you know, they've probably been said before. And so I prepared a list of questions that I thought would create an interesting discussion for everyone there. And I think I did a good job. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that. I think the other panelists enjoyed it too, at least they said they did when they got off stage, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, VidCon. If you are looking for a moderator again next year.
All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to.
Look who I bumped into!
I'm in so many vlogs this week.
How have you found VidCon?
VidCon has been amazing. It's been
Yep.
fun. It's been great catching up with friends. You know.
Yeah, this has been my favorite year of VidCon so far, I think.
I've only been 2 years. How many
Okay,
times?
3.
3? Okay, yeah.
I nearly held up 2 fingers.
Right. No. Well, you were a speaker this year and last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but last year I went to a lot of more panels than I did this
I
year.
think I'm going to panels less and less every year.
Yeah, same. Next year we'll both go to none.
Probably.
I'd like to love you. I'd like to love you night and day, if I may.
Back in a hotel room now. Katie and I just filmed some collabs.
Yes.
What are they about, Katie?
So we talked about why you should start a side project on my channel, and then we talked about kind of like how to find your career path,
Yeah.
your creative career path for yours.
Yes. I don't know when they'll go up because I've filmed a bunch of videos by this point. But
Yeah,
we'll figure
true,
it out at some
true.
point.
Definitely.
So stay tuned for those. I can't believe VidCon's over.
I know.
How did that happen? This was my
I
first
know.
VidCon and it's like, it's gone like
Yeah.
that.
What was your favorite panel that you went to?
Oh man. No, I went to this really cool branding workshop. That was a good one. But I also really liked the Less Than Famous panel. That was fun.
I wish I could have gone to that. That's always one I love. But I
Yeah.
had my round table on at that time. Yeah. What about you, Lou? Favorite?
I think I really like the Creators for Change. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that one the most. Just
Yeah.
'cause it's like different from others that I've been before. So, you know. I
Yeah.
liked it.
I'm gonna say that one was my favorite as well. Though I did really like the BookTube panel because that's not something that I know about, you know? And it was cool to hear about this other niche on YouTube and how they feel like they're like separate from the rest of the community. We're waiting for Tanani now, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go get some dinner and then go to the Patreon party, which is happening downstairs.
I'd like to. I'd like to love you every day. I'd like to love you.
And that, my friends, is apparently the last clip I filmed at VidCon. It wasn't that great of a party, to be honest. The churros were stale and the photo booth was lame, and so Katie, Tanani and I didn't stay all that long. As per usual, VidCon was an absolute whirlwind, but I had a really, really great time this year. Last year, I experienced a lot of imposter syndrome. I still had a good time, we'll just say that, but I did feel most of the time like I wasn't supposed to be there with this yellow pass that was like letting me into all these backstage areas. This time, I still felt that to some extent, but I went in expecting to feel it, and I think that's what made it like not as bad. Also, it was really great to have Ariel to hang out with so much because she was in a similar situation to me. She's got a bigger channel, but you know, both of us feel like small YouTubers, I think, and so it was cool to have like a feature creator buddy there. Lou and I ended up spending a lot of time with Ariel and Greg, so you guys, if you're watching, thank you for hanging out with us so much. We really enjoyed it. I'm really thankful to VidCon as well for inviting me again. I wasn't expecting to be invited back, like I never want to expect something like that, because then you're just setting yourself up for disappointment, really. But it was a true honour to have been invited to host a workshop and moderate that panel. I really enjoyed VidCon just being there as an attendee as well. Even though I didn't go to many panels, I felt like I still learned a lot this year, mostly from the people I met and the conversations that I had. I hope you enjoyed this mess of a vlog. I thought I'd better include this like talking through segment just to make sense of some of the clips. Yeah, give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy seeing it. And if you've got any questions about, you know, what it's like to be at VidCon as a feature creator or just in general, if you're considering going next year, then leave them down below in the comments. And if you went to VidCon, what was your favorite moment? I love asking people this. My favorite moment, I think, my favorite moment was the Expo Hall event. That was just really fun to walk around all the booths with a bunch of people and just hang out, basically. It was nice. Anyway, I'll wrap it up here. This video is very long. Thank you for sticking through it if you got to the end. I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you are new to my channel because, well, I don't normally make videos like this, to be honest, but I do talk to the camera about design and my life as a designer, so you might enjoy that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!
I'd like to love you.